Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 13th to the 19th. This is for Gemini, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific, to get more details with your reading. Gemini, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years. It's had major influence in divination, including tarot. And so tarot, which came out in the 14th century, every tarot card is assigned an astrological element, a ruling planet. We go really deep when the two are combined. And they're both aligned, astrology and tarot, with the tree of life. So Gemini, this week, really big week. There's a lot happening. All right. If you saw my, I did a monthly forecast for y'all. Big month. This week, a lot of conjunctions, but also a lot of squares. So it really is, and Neptune is really active. So it really is all about just really knowing what you want and going for it. All right, really taking action. Even being very communicative at this time. All right, in terms of all your hopes and dreams, and having those conversations to make those things happen. The big thing this week is Venus is moving into Taurus. Okay, and the reason why this is big is because Venus is at home in Taurus. Venus is Taurus's ruling planet. So Venus, the planet of love, the planet of money, the planet of everything we desire, right? It is so nice when it's in Taurus. It feels good to feel good, and I want you to feel good, and I want you to treat yourself. You're going to feel it. That is going to be, that actually happens on March 15th. All right, it'll be there for a few weeks, so take advantage of that. It is such a feel good aspect. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you. Next week is a big week. All right, it is, but one of the biggest weeks of the month, and this week is really just, you may start feeling it. All right, you may start feeling it. A lot of activity next week in your 11th house. Okay, your social network, your community, organizations you belong to, but also your hopes and dreams. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you this week, March 13th to the 19th. Again, this is for Gemini, Sun, and Rising. So, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It really does give the best overview, and if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Gemini, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. My Gemini's rising. I know I've talked about like reading your rising. Everyone should read their rising signs too. It really gives it's like the other half. It really gives a very accurate description of what's going on, because that's how we see where all the planets are moving in your chart. But let's go ahead and get started. When I say this is going to be a very significant week for you. It's almost like a message coming through. It's almost like it's about damn time energy, right? It's like, finally, you'll notice here, you pulled all the 4 court cards. I mean, like, this is going to be really big. It's a powerful week for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Also, I know that there's a lot of sunlight coming through. I take that as a sign. Hey, we all need our vitamin D. So I'm going to pull the cards up one by one. Queen of Pentacles. There you go. This is amazing. The Queen of Pentacles is, all the queens, their energies, their powers are internal, right? And this is someone who is so maternal, but all in the way that she has the resources. She is the richest queen, right? She has the resources to take care of everybody in her kingdom, okay? And also herself, all right? Now, what I love about this card is that it looks like it's been ripped out of the pages of a fairy tale, right? If you take a really close look, you can even see the little bunny rabbit hidden in the corner right there. All right, this is all about building that world that you want, having the resources to build the world that you want. So a lot of Geminis have come into that, where you're finally step by step, day by day, building that world that you want. And it's like message coming through is like there could have been a lot of roadblocks, there could have been a lot of just things that were in your way. This week, Neptune's really active. I think I said that earlier. So there could be a lot of like elements of like, almost being unrealistic, but this is very grounding. I loved it. It's very Capricorn. You can even see like like in her throne here, the sea goat, right? Do you see that? All right, the Capricorn's animal. So, very grounding. All right, I really love this for you. Okay, I really love this for you. For a lot of y'all, that maternal side could have been kicking in, and when I say maternal, paternal too. This is just feminine energy. Remember that. And so, just that love for the people in your life, and again, a lot of like self love as well, but just really, really being grounded and practical and pragmatic and building that world that you want now. You also got the King of Cups, okay, in the heart of your spread. This is like he is someone who leads with his heart. This is so much motion, but very stable. You see his throne is literally on top of water. That's how stable he is emotionally. But, a big message coming through for a lot of Geminis is relationships, too. There's a lot of sexual energy a lot of sexual energy coming through for a lot of y'all, which is always a good thing. And then remember, Venus is in Taurus, so sex, but and that's good. Sex is very healthy, but this is really great. You did get the King of Cups, that emotional stability, really mastering your emotions at this point. You see he's not even looking at the cup. It's just like he's chilling with it, right, in his lap. This is how confident he is, but it's also very intuitive, very psychic. He is very psychic. Okay, he's a very, 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 very extremely very psychic king, and it's really just having that intuitive sense of like knowing what's going on now that you're starting to build the world that you want, really tapping into your intuition, right? Really knowing that. It's also like just being really visceral in the moment. I love this for you, actually. Now, interestingly, you did get the Queen of Cups, but you got the Queen of Cups in your challenge area, and in what I call the breakthrough area. So you see, you got the pair here, the King and the Queen. Now, like I said, all the queens, their energies are internal. Their powers are internal. All right. So she's very much so like the King of Cups, except she has when she's challenging the King of Cups, it's almost like this week there will be that exterior feeling, okay? Things are good in my world. Things are good here. Things are starting to make sense. I finally see that this is working out. I see that this may not be working out, so I'm gonna, approach this. Now it's more like tapping into that intuitive side of yours a little deeper, right? And bring that love in for, again, everyone in your world, all right? And again, a lot of relationship activity here too, all right? So don't be afraid to open up is what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to go to those places where, it may be a little intimidating for you, but just really be open. Venus being in Taurus is going to help you, okay? And you're going to feel that, all right? Now, you got the King of Swords as well. This is really, that's 2 kings and 2 queens. Now, listen, King of Swords in your crown, the king, the fix, all the kings are fixed, all right? Swords, the mental suit, the air suit. So he's very Aquarius, all right? Your BFF, or a fellow air sign. This is having your head above the clouds. This is really, really having that power, that authority, seeing everything for what it is. He is the only king that looks directly at you, nothing to hide, facing all your truths. And hey, nobody can hide anything from this king, all right? This, again, a lot of power, a lot of authority coming up in your crown. I really love that. I really love that for you. It's like you're in this week will be in this headspace where it's just like nothing is going to distract me. Nothing's going to knock me off my throne. Nothing is going to get in my way. Like, you're really harnessing that power. And, it's a great thing that you're doing that, especially with Mars in your sign right now. And, Mars is in your sign just for another week or so. So take advantage of that. Mars, the planet of action, okay? It's leaving shadow. I know it was retrograde and then there's the shadow period, but I love this. I love this. So anything that you need to communicate, again, having those important conversations for the things that you want, the things that are going to help build this world that you want. Own it, go for it. You want it. You got the 10 of Pentacles. All right. This is amazing. In the Tree of Life, 10 is like, we've come to like completion. 10 is completion, first of all, in the cycle. But it's really just that physicality. It's the most grounded. It's your kingdom come. This is success. This is, prosperity. This is the you made it card. All right. You see it's raining Pentacles at this point, actually in the form of the Tree of Life, okay? And so there's a lot of y'all who want that, okay? It's like you have your eyes on the prize, you have your head in the game. It's almost like this is what's really fueling you at this point. Having that just everything is everything. My world is perfect. My world is perfect and nothing's going to stop me, all right, from building the world that I want, all right? Again, a lot of relationship energy. And then if you're not in a relationship, like connection, does that make sense? Like connections with other people. So relationship with like your best friend, relationship with your family, relationship with your colleagues. But again, just having that perfect world. All right, so I really love that for you. I really love your reading because look at what you got in your future. You got the 10 of Swords. Hello. Hi. So you can see this is looks like a grim card. Sure, the swords are piercing this young man, and this is a card where you've gone through it. All right, you've really gone through it, and this is very Gemini. All right, very, very, very Gemini. Now, some would say Sun in Gemini. Some would say Mercury in Gemini. But listen, at the end of the day, the biggest takeaway is that this is the card of new dawn, okay? So those dark clouds are actually clearing, and that sun is coming through. And so this is, again, remember what I said, 10 is the end of the cycle. And this is saying that everything that you've gone through, everything that you have experienced that has really like knocked you down or was an obstacle or really had that emotional impact on you, but also mental health, like things that were just like it's coming to an end. All right, this is like rebirth energy. Now if you saw my monthly forecast, we're all moving into this brand new era, and it looks like it's coming for you. Like you are definitely coming to the end of anything that was just really, look at that. Clarified. There you go. You have the Page of Pentacles. So all of this, it's stress. Anything that was just like really, really, made you feel like you couldn't move. You couldn't move forward anymore. Things that were holding you back. And even just being in that headspace where just like, I can't anymore. I give up. It's all coming to an end. Something new's coming through. Page, ushering in that new change, that new opportunity, the new beginnings, Pentacles, money, wealth. But also remember our physical reality. Pentacles are earthbound. They're very earthbound. All right. So what's really great about this is that it's double earth. Page is earth. Pentacles, earth. Right. And so it's very Taurus too. And so this is, remember what I said, Venus is going into Taurus, so there's something coming through new into your life. Some of y'all will be getting messages soon, all right, because the pages are messengers, but then also in your physical world, there could be someone, like a new relationship or a new job or a new, job offer or, something about a home or, there's something new. What resonates with you? What are you looking to go for? What is going to make your world happy, right? I love this energy. I love your reading, Gemini. Let's get to your staff. Gemini, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Really does help my channel grow. It helps with the algorithm. I love hearing from you. If you're not a commenter, I love emojis. And again, If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here with me. You really make my day. I wouldn't be here without you, so I really do appreciate it. I'm very grateful. So let's get to your stuff. Look at this. Oh, Gemini. That relationship energy that was coming through earlier. Come on. Come on. Now, let's get started. You got the Nine of Swords. So, this is affirming that there has been moments for Geminis. And again, I've been doing your readings for a long time. I know the ups and downs, right? This is just indicating that you're in a place this week where there is stuff that's still on your mind that could be holding you back or making you feel, burdened or guilty or, even just grieving over something that just didn't work out or you can see that he's sitting up in bed with his hands over his face, this sword stacked over him. Now, here's the thing. This is how you're actually perceiving it, but again, everything's going to come to an end. So I want you to raise your energy levels. And, I talk about energy all the time. Like, we're all made of energy. We all vibrate at a certain frequency. It really is, it's, I want you to know something here. Emotions are neutral, okay? And it really is the energy that you take toward those emotions that really put those emotions in action, right? That's what, emotions, if we trace it back to, the root, the emotere, it's energy in motion. So I really want you to raise your energy levels this week, and I don't think that you're going to have a problem with it, okay? Because there is something coming through, but with the Queen of Cups in your challenge area, again, really just go within a little deeper, go to those places where you didn't know you could go, and really feel it, and really just, mind, body, soul, all of it, just really put it out there. And it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. We're humans, right? That's why we weren't built as robots. I say that all the time. We have a range of emotions for a reason, okay? And the emotions where we feel like, doubt, or we don't feel any confidence, or we feel like we're just, not in a great headspace, those are moments where we can use to empower ourselves, right? To move forward if we flip that energy, okay? Now, you did get the Four of Cups, all right? And your external factors area. So there could have been something that did come through or may come through this week where it wasn't exactly what you wanted, or it didn't work out right, or, there is a sense of an opportunity where you may be sitting on it. I'm getting like regret energy. Like, you don't want to regret something, but again, remember what I said earlier. Just go to those places. You just be bold enough to go to those places you haven't gone before, and just really trust your intuition at this point, and really expand it and really work with your intuition, because when we're very intuitive, where it's easier to make decisions, it's easier to make choices, it's easier to move through life. So this, the Four of Cups, I always say it's like a test. It's a test testing your gratitude. So be grateful for everything that you have, and that will raise your energy levels too, all right? When you have that gratitude, when you think about the laws of attraction, when you appreciate everything in your life, no matter, if something came through and it wasn't something that you wanted, don't have that reaction where, you take a baseball bat and just beat everything like in your room. No, have that moment where you're just like, okay, this isn't what I wanted, or this, may haven't worked out. I'm very, very grateful that I even got this opportunity. I'm aware of the fact that some people in the world don't even get opportunities. So even though this didn't work out, I know there is something better for me, and that is the reason why. That is the reason why. So always have that gratitude. Always have that gratitude. It fuels the positive energies of the universe, and there you go. Gemini, when I said that relationship energy was really strong from the beginning, there you go. You got the Two of Cups in your external. So here's the thing. For some Gemini, okay, first of all, let me just tell you about this card. This is the card, I mean, in layman's terms, it's the twin flame card, the soulmate card, two becoming one, love transcending time and space itself. This is amazing if you're not here for, and so when I talk about relationships, by the way, it's a lot of it's romantic. A lot of it's romantic that's coming up, okay, in terms of love. But if you're not here for that, this is also partnership energy, okay? This can be a BFF. This can be a boss. This can be if you're, a new client, if you have a business, or, a new partnership with another brand. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is that energy as well. Now, in your external factors area, coming after the Four of Cups, two things here. One of it is that it is that relationship, okay? Some of y'all may be in a situation where you're dating or have options, and you don't want to make the wrong decision. What did I just go within? Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Now, the second thing is, once you have that gratitude, if you're not in a relationship, if you're looking for a partnership, whether work or love or whatever it is, what resonates with you, once you have that gratitude, boom, look what comes through. All right. You do see the caduceus here, right? The two serpents intertwined around the rod. It's it really is a pretty old alchemical symbol, but it has stood the test of time, and it is really I don't know if you're into yoga, but if you think about that the base of your spine, and it's just moving through all seven chakras to divinity and divineness. But this is just amazing, okay? This is amazing because look, you got the Lover's card as well. Gemini, this what okay. That relationship energy is really big. Again, relationship, whether in love, whether in partnerships, career, big time, big time. It's all you want right now. It's all you want this week. Some of y'all are gonna have to make a choice. Some of y'all are gonna have to make a choice, and it's going to be. Some of y'all will have options and opportunities come through, and some of y'all may have that a moment of where you have to make a choice in terms of what do I do with the relationship that I'm in now as well. Okay, for those of Geminis that are already in that situation or in a relationship and have to make a decision whether you think it's good for you or whether you want to take it to the next level. All right, so this is a big week of relationships. This is insane. You know that this is your card too. All right, Lovers, ruled by Gemini. Now, lastly, you got another queen. All right, you got another queen. This is your third queen, by the way. Queen of Swords this time, though. She's almost like the Justice card. All right, she is someone who does first of all, you got the pair here. You got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Okay, a lot of power. All right, a lot of power in knowledge. All right, a lot of power in facing your truth. This is someone who has her head above the clouds. She's sitting in that throne because she uses her head. She's clever. She's honest. She's intelligent. She's not like, she doesn't have is it the blind spots? She doesn't have blind spots on. She sees clearly, again, what I said, head above the clouds, able to make decisions, able to face truth, able to just cut away any BS and just boom, right? This is amazing. She came up in your final outcome area. She came up in your final outcome. I mean, this is amazing. I love this. You're going to be fine. You have a big decision to make this week. You're going to feel on top of it. Again, there's a lot of sexual energy with your reading, but there's also a lot of even like sensual, all right? But at the end of it all, this is very relationships focused, partnership focused. Have that gratitude for something to come in, all right? Again, for a lot of Geminis, this is going to be a new opportunity. Remember, you got the Page of Pentacles in your future, and then also the Two of Cups. I mean, have that gratitude. Have that gratitude. Appreciate everything that you have in your life. That's really going to help your energy levels move up. But some of y'all are going to have to make a choice. And a lot of y'all are going to have options, okay? New opportunities coming through. But Queen of Swords in your final outcome, you're going to see clearly. Like, Neptune is really active this week. It's not going to have any impact on you. And if it does, go within. Gemini, I love you. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.